Hi everyone, it's Angie with Instinctive Thrift, and thank you so much for checking out this video. Today's going to be a haul video from the local savers, but first there's a couple quick housekeeping announcements I have to make. First off, thank you so much to everyone who has subscribed so far. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad that people are enjoying the videos I'm posting. So hopefully now that I have a new studio set up, which you really can't see behind me, but it is all around the room here. Hopefully there'll be a lot more content coming up relatively soon. Also, I will be soft launching my website, instinctivethrift.com, hopefully this Saturday, if all goes according to plan. So I will be selling on there not only my curated items, but also original pieces that I make from upcycled materials as well, so that'll be really exciting. In fact, I will be selling live this weekend at an event called Stuff on the Bluff, which is kind of like a flea market for artisans, so that'll be really exciting, and I have my new setup and everything for that as well. On a sadder note, I know on the last video you guys may have noticed that I had mentioned I was taking care of a sick cat. Unfortunately, Tristan did not make it. He passed from what the vet believes was an aggressive form of cancer, so there was really no stopping that, unfortunately. So you will not be seeing his little paws in my videos anymore, but I do have his sister and another cat, so there will be no shortage of feline friends, so that's at least good. But yeah, so that's the couple of announcements that I have, so hopefully you guys will be able to check out the website very soon, and the end goal is to move entirely to selling on instinctivethrift.com versus other platforms, but that's going to be a long ways away probably, so for now I will still be selling on multiple platforms. And once again, if you guys see anything in this video that you are interested in, you can feel free to email me at instinctivethrift@gmail.com, and I'm sure we can work something out. But let me get into the haul. So first things first, I got this really cute canvas art, which actually is originally from Target. I got it for my display when I do the art fairs, craft shows, because it does go with my business colors, which are black and gold. So I thought that was super cute and add a little pizzazz to my setup. Next, I don't know if you guys know that on top of doing jewelry and thrifting and reselling and all that fun stuff, I actually do embroidery. More specifically cross-stitch most of the time, so I picked up a little embroidery kit, Keep in Touch. I tend not to sell the card or send the card ones just because they get bent and wrecked in the mail, so I'll just do them for display as is, and the old retro phone is totally my aesthetic, so I had to pick that up. So also my partner and I are total board game nerds, video game nerds, all of that stuff. So we often do board games. We try to at least once a month. So I picked up Sushi Go. We also are really big fans of sushi, and it was just too adorable. Oh, I have it up. No, I don't have it upside down. Never mind. But I counted, all the cards are there, all 108 of them, so quite the score for, I think it was like $1.50 or something, versus I think it sells for $12 on Amazon, so I was pretty excited about that. So now I have a new game to try out. I tend to love jewel tone colors. I think I look better in them. I'm also a very big fan of velvet. Texture's a big thing with me as well with clothing, so I got these monstrosities and I love them, absolutely love them. They are blue velvet. I almost wanted to say suede, and then Elvis's song came in and got stuck in my head, so you know, whatever. But they are a brand I've never heard of, Wild Diva Lounge. Don't know where they sell that brand. I might have to do a little bit more research just because I'm curious and I like to be nosy and find out where things come from. So, but these are really fun, so whether it's night out with the girls or maybe a sexy date night, I will definitely be wearing these in the near future. And then I'm also a really big true crime buff, so if any of you have any podcast recommendations, documentary recommendations, drop them in the comments below. I'd love to check them out and then talk shop with you on that. But I have a murder mystery subscription box called The Last Prey. I like doing these things because I like playing detective. It's from a company I've never heard of before called the Deadbolt Mystery Society. And now I can already hear some of you saying, well, how do you know all the pieces are there? That sort of thing. There is no box manifest, I guess, for lack of a better term. However, this particular company, you can go onto their website and they do have a list of everything that should be included in the kit. I checked, there's only one thing missing, and what's really great about this company is they actually will send you replacement parts for free, I understand. So I will have to contact them and see if they're willing to send me the one piece of paper that's missing, which I can't imagine they would have too much problem with that. So I'm excited to play that and see if I can figure out who did it. I am still job hunting currently, except for I work multiple jobs, but I'm still looking for yet another job. So I realized I did not have very many work appropriate flats because a lot of them I've worn to death. So I picked these up. They're cute little moccasin style flats, and they are American Eagle. And the weird thing about American Eagle is I don't know why I'm usually a 7.5 or an 8 in shoe sizes, and for whatever reason I am a size 6.5 in American Eagle. So but they are super cute, they're super comfy, and once again, I love the whole suede fabric, so those will get a lot of use eventually. You guys also know that with the upcycling, I do tend to look for new materials to make things out of, so of course, I always check their arts and crafts section, and they had a bunch of beads, and I think the whole bag was $2, and just looking alone at, there were a package of Blue Moon bead caps, and I know Blue Moon is not a cheap bead brand, let me tell you, and just the one package of beads alone was $2, so that already pays for the bag in and of itself. There's Austrian crystal beads in here, there's glass beads, there's Bead Gallery, like I recognize a lot of those brands, so that was probably a really, really great score, because any of you who make jewelry know that bead materials are expensive. I think I shocked a partner of mine once when I told him how much Swarovski crystals cost, and then he shut up when I was keeping a bunch of beads randomly around the apartment. Once again, you guys know I embroider. We are slowly redoing the house here, room by room. And of course, one of our bathrooms is nautical themed, so I will be making this, and it will be hanging up, and it will be adorable. Going along with the said nautical bathroom theme, I did pick up, this one was only $2, and it is huge. This was also originally from Target, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. It's like in perfect condition. Just a cute little Ahoy, like, art piece, because, you know, my partner and I actually have pretty similar tastes, so it's relatively easy to find things that he will just go along with. Like, he's very easygoing, and I can pretty much decorate however I want, which I know all you ladies know that is such a great thing. And there things go. I'm also a klutz, if you guys didn't know. This came along with the Sushi Go. I wasn't really looking for a deck of cards, but it is a imprinted leather case, heads I win, tails you lose, which I just think that phrase is funny. And it's a very, very nice leather case holding a deck of playing cards. And you can always use playing cards for game nights, because there's a whole bunch of games you can play with just a simple deck of 52 cards. So, why not? I did also get, we are turning the one room into a guest bedroom slash my walk-in closet. I love my partner, ladies and gentlemen. He just like will let me do whatever I want. But did get a wall mirror that is very nicely made and goes along with the theme that I had for that particular room. So I think this was like $2.50. Oh, and you can kind of see, oh god, Inception, Mirrorception. Didn't mean to do that, so if I made you dizzy, guys, I apologize. And then, for the absolute favorite part of any haul that I always do, it's the jewelry. Now this stuff, some of the stuff will be going up for sale on my website. Other pieces are for my own personal collection. So, and I will definitely say which ones are which. But first off, this one will be going up for sale. I think it might be a Lucky Brand piece. It looks like a Lucky Brand piece, but it did not have the marking, so I'm not entirely sure. But I just thought this was super simple and pretty, and I'm trying to tilt it to the light so you can see it. But all the stones are there, nothing's missing. I love the whole tribal Southwestern aesthetic, but then again, there's pretty much no aesthetic I don't like. I'm very, like, mixtape style is what I like to call it. Like, I'll take a little bit of this, take a little bit of that. So that will be going up for sale on the website. Next is, I've been looking for this necklace for years because I am a Betsey Johnson collector. So if any of you guys know any really great resources for Betsey Johnson jewelry, once again, drop it in the comments below. I'd love to know where you guys find your treasures. It's the rainbow unicorn necklace. OMG. It was just sitting there in the case, and of course I almost like did a happy dance in the store. It is missing one stone right here on the main, but that is such a super simple fix. I don't mind doing that at all, especially if it means I'm getting a better deal on a Betsey piece. I don't mind replacing stones. It's not that big of a deal to me. But it is super cute. I already have the matching earrings, so that's why I was looking for this necklace for a really long time. Betsey Johnson does have a bunch of fakes out there, so you do have to be careful. You have to know what you're looking for. I tend to look for photos that have specifically come from her website, and I do keep track of all her collections because I'm a total OCD nerd. But one big hint is that she will often have XOXO Betsey or just XOX Betsey engraved on the back. That's a good telltale sign that it is an authentic piece. Also, she does have the heart charms on necklaces, especially with like a single bead with her name and the initials on the other side. The heart pendants or the heart charms have been faked, but you can usually tell the difference in quality, so that's just another tip for any other Betsey collectors out there. God, my Betsey collection's probably at least, I want to say at least 200 pieces, easy. Which, fun side fact, my aunt actually used to work for Betsey Johnson, like in the New York office, designed for her. So that's probably the reason why I'm addicted, so I blame my aunt. But that is going to be in my personal collection. Next is another one that is going to be up for sale on my website. Actually, two of them are going to be up on my website for sale. This one is a classic Monet brooch. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it. The finish has not faded on it at all. You can see on the back that it is signed. So you do want to keep an eye out because classic Monet does sell. I've seen it sell. Not for, you know, maybe a ton of money, but it absolutely does sell. So always keep an eye out for Monet if you guys are also resellers. So that will be going up for sale on my store. Also, a brand that I've gotten, some people love it, some people hate it, some people say it sells well, some people say it doesn't. Premier Designs, which in comparison, it's kind of almost like, I've seen newer versions of like Sarah Coventry or kind of like Leah Sophia, where I believe they used to do house parties or mail order catalogs or something like that. But it's a Maltese cross brooch. I think it's beautiful. It's very well made. It's actually quite heavy. There's nothing wrong with it. No tarnishing, nothing missing. It is stamped in the back here. So I did pick that up. That will be going up for sale on my site as well. Next is going to be a personal piece because I am such a sucker for vintage rhinestone jewelry. Did find this in the case. It is not marked, but the beautiful like Montana blue sapphire color is just gorgeous. Blue and gold are always so sharp in my opinion. It does have the hook closure, which means it is a little bit older. There are no maker's marks, which is such a shame. I don't like that a lot of companies who made really well-made vintage jewelry or costume jewelry didn't mark their pieces, and it's kind of surprising because I really wish I knew who made them. But in fact, I think this actually would go sort of with the outfit I'm wearing today. But yeah, I like it. Also, by the way, they match the earrings, and I made those. So I do wear the pieces that I make myself, and I will tell people when I'm selling that, you know, I wear what I make. I would not sell it to you guys if I did not find it worth wearing myself. Like, and that's very true. That's why I started making jewelry in the first place, was because I wanted stuff to match my outfits. I wanted stuff to match my aesthetic, and I didn't necessarily want to pay a lot for it. So that's why I started in this in the first place. Next is a set that will be going up for sale on the website. These earrings. They are not marked. I don't know who made them, but they are in excellent shape. There are no rhinestones missing whatsoever. They almost look like a brutalist style honeycomb when I first look at them, but they're not super heavy, but they're not really lightweight either. They're about yay big. Very nice. I wish I knew a little bit more about them. Might do a little bit more research to see if I can find a maker, but if not, they are still a great set of earrings. Great quality costume jewelry. Next is this, and I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with this yet. I originally picked this up just for the brass pendants, and the intention was to take this apart and reuse the pendants and the beads for other pieces. But the more I stare at it, the more I like it as is. I might still switch it to a leather cord instead of this woven, I don't even know what material this is. Not sure yet. So, might be going up for sale, might be taken apart, might stay in my collection. I have no idea. But if anybody wants it as is, feel free to email me, and I'm sure we can work something out. And then next will also be another piece that is going up for sale. This gorgeous Coldwater Creek necklace. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. Looks like it's barely, if ever, been worn. Abalone, mixed metals. Mixed metal look is really hot right now. Very well made. I know my mom used to order a lot from Coldwater Creek back when she was in the professional world, so I know that their stuff is not cheap. I believe the necklace retails for something between probably $50 to $70. I don't know. It depends on what they price this as, but definitely will not be that much on my store, let me tell you. But it's gorgeous. I love the colors. It's very like desert, bohemian, steampunky, festival. Like, I get all those vibes from that. So that will be going up for sale. And then I've saved, I don't know if this is the best for last, but it's definitely the most, let me tell you. Something on my bucket list has been basically Indian wedding jewelry. I really like the style and the look of that. But again, they're really hard to find as far as like in the wild. Like, if I go online, I can find a bunch of them anywhere, but I've never really seen any in the thrift stores until this week. So, number one, I'm going to start with the simplest piece. I love this. Like, I would wear this just as is. It's beautiful. I believe all of the stones are there, and it just looks so rich and luxe. Actually, I take that back. There is one little tiny seed pearl missing on the bottom. Super simple fix. I love this. I just keep thinking of like the old Maharajas and, you know, Indian royalty and stuff, but I love it, and it is so well made. Like, Indian jewelry that as far as I've found, maybe this is you guys have a different opinion, but I always find that it's super well made. Next is this giant collar. I am obsessed with it. I love it. It's very regal, ostentatious. Some might say gaudy, but I don't think gaudy is a bad thing. Just look at that. It just lays so beautifully. And all the little mirrors in here. Just, if I paired that up with a black turtleneck and just wore very simple earrings, like, I love it. I just absolutely adore it. And there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing at all. And then, coup de grace here. This thing is the biggest necklace probably I've ever seen. Holy moly. Like, and it's heavy. These pieces aren't light. They're heavy. Like, I don't think, yeah, it's super long. Like, this would be the only accessory you'd need for the whole day, honestly, I think. So yeah, I hit one of my big bucket list items in multiple form, I guess, because I found 3 of them, but I love it. And then finally, just to wind down a little bit, and this is the last thing in the haul, I did find this gorgeous lacquer tray for my art fair, craft show displays. It is the colors of my business, which I really like, and then I can just flip it upside down to use it as a platform for my chokers, things like that. And then when I'm not doing craft shows, I can easily use it as a tray for the coffee table in our house. So double duty, perfect. And I think that one was $3 total. You'd probably pay at least $20 in a store like, God, this is dating me because Pier 1 Import doesn't exist anymore, but I used to work there. So like, this is like a Pier 1 Imports home goods quality type of tray. So that is the whole haul. I hope you guys enjoyed some of my finds. Please let me know what you liked, what you didn't like. Would you also have picked them up as well? Again, any of the jewelry items I mentioned that will be going up for sale on my website, you can certainly contact me at instinctivethrift@gmail.com if you'd like to purchase them directly. But I hope you guys liked it, so comment, rate, share, subscribe, all of that fun stuff, and then hopefully I should be having another jewelry lot video up soon, as well as I am hoping to do a video on the pieces that I've upcycled and created myself, and would love to get your opinion on them. So thank you so much, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye!